Welcome to another video for the channel. This one's going to be talking about how you can create your own, or at least the visual part, uh, your own search box for specific features on your site. Okay. This particular example is based on what Riaz, the owner of the Directories Support and Help group, asked here. So I'm duplicating a property module, including the forms, including everything related to cloning up an actual feature, okay? But that's not the issue. The issue is how can I set up my own search sidebar, custom specific search sidebar for that clone feature. In this case, the property. The property has its own search module that works very well. My clone requires different search parameters, okay? I'm going to be touching up to the point, visually speaking, up to the point where you can customize this so you can remove certain fields from it, for example, that you don't want them to be associated with the clone feature. But in regards to how the whole search would work, that actually needs even more development, or actually knowing a little bit about coding. So plus I want to leave the original property as is. Basically, if you do any customizations to the search box, you don't want to affect the original one. Okay. So let's start with the cloning. Some people don't know how to clone. So on your backend, you go to My Content, Edit Post Settings. These are basically the features. So edit features. And here are all the features that you have by default for your site. Um, and we want to clone the property one. So we go to Actions, Clone, Post Type, say yes. Once it's cloned, you have to edit it because it's gonna have weird names there. So let's go there. Let's clone that puppy. And let's call this one realtor, for example, something about realtors. So realtor here and realtor over here too, just making sure that everything is nice and neat. And realtor over here too. And I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. So we have a new feature called realtor. That's a clone from the property, from the base property feature. They want to change the update the URL for the whole feature plus any posts that were there already because you're changing the permalink here. And always say yes, obviously, or else you'll need to fix it at the database level. We then click edit post settings again, so this refreshes. Right now it says property 75 there. Now you see the actual URL. Okay, you click there, and you can see that now it says realtor and everything is realtor, and so on and so forth. You can change the form. Okay, instead of using the default form here, you can go to Toolbox, Form Manager, and then just clone the form, the property one here. Clone it and create a new one and remove or add fields to it and whatever you want, and then you can go back to the actual feature and then just add that form here. Okay. Same thing happens to sidebars. Okay, you want to set up. Oops, not there. You want to set a different sidebar for this one. So here you got sidebars to use. You want to use a different one. I already created a couple different ones here. So realtor detail page, which is the sidebar that shows when you actually go to that single post, and the realtor search sidebar, which is when you're in the realtor search page. Okay. For what Rias is asking for that custom uh, search box, let's put it like that. And in order for me to explain that much better, we're gonna go to both the property here, which is using the default sidebar. Okay. So here you can see the default sidebar with the default search that they have. And we're gonna go to the realtor. It'll be like this. We're gonna go to a realtor and you're gonna see that it's basically the same thing. It's just changing the name. That's it. It's the same thing. So that means that if you change one, it changes the other one, which is not what Rios wants. Okay? So we come here to the realtor one. And what we're gonna do is two things. We're gonna do two things. We are going to we are family. We are going to change the sidebar so it uses a different sidebar so we have a better, let's say, container to put that widget in. What we're gonna change it to a realtor search just in case. How the hell did I get to that new sidebar? I went to toolbox, sidebar manager, and then I just cloned the post search and I renamed it. I went to like this one's the same as that one. And what I did, went to actions, edit sidebar, and voila, you put the name there and that's it. So you don't get confused. That was it. That was all. So we have different sidebars. So if I do something on one, it doesn't affect the original property. Okay. So that's step one. Step two is for that sidebar that we're working with, we would change, and just in case, make sure that you have, well, actually it's not here. So make sure that you have this puppy here. Give me a second. I think I put the wrong oh, this is the detail page one. Sorry. We want to edit this search, this one. Oh, there it is. Make sure that you have the search module dynamic sidebar search. So this is a widget that when you put it there, instead of you having to manually put specific search for each feature, it searches this field. Like this widget searches this field and puts whatever you put that for that feature. So you save some time, okay? So once you on your sidebar, you have this one here, you can forget about this sidebar and just go directly to the feature. And on the feature, we want to create a custom search. Well, BD has 3 custom levels here. Search module 1, 2, 3. You just select one, save it, and then what you're going to do is you would go, I already did that, but you would go to the backend and you would look for that property search. Property. What, what the hell is wrong with me? Property. There we go. You go here, you would grab this baby. Let me just double check if I'm actually saying that. Yeah, okay, this one. And once you clone it, rename it, rename it to this name, search module custom one, which is what I did. If you go to the widget manager, I changed the module property search to this one. And then I customized a couple of things there just to make sure that you guys see. For example, I added a new here, actually deleted some code so it would visually show different. So here's the realtor, yeah, the realtor with that custom one. And if I refresh the property one, you'll see that it wasn't affected by that change. You can see it's the same thing. But now if I go to the realtor search, you're gonna see that it says new realtor search and there's gonna be a field missing. And a couple other things you can see. But it's just to give you an idea of, oh, I can create my own search like that. That means that the moment that I use search module custom one and I create my own widget, obviously I wouldn't have coded this way, but it's just for you guys to know how you can, visually speaking, have different search um, boxes. So here's the property one, here's a new realtor search and all that. Now, the question is, no, I want to add new fields here that actually don't exist in the property. Okay, not only remove those, because sometimes I see people saying, no, you know what, I don't want to put beds there or baths. I just want to remove, then this will work for you. This works because you can just remove them and you're done and that's it. But if you want to add new fields, then you would need to make sure that you add them first on the form manager for that feature, in this case the realtor, so that the users can add them there. And then two, once you add the field here, which is this same widget, this one, visually speaking, you would have to edit the search engine for, in this case, for properties, okay? Which is, let me just do a search query. It's the fastest way to get to all the engines. So there's multiple engines, and for that specific one, we're talking about this one. So you will literally have to edit this one and know a bit about MySQL and PHP in order to add those fields in there, add those new custom fields in there, so that with the same engine, they will work independently for both the property listing and the realtor listing. Okay, so that's about it. So that covers how you can clone the features, make them independent up to a certain point with the sidebar, with the detail page sidebar too, making sure that they have a different search, visually speaking, they have a different search. And if you actually want to add new fields, which is I think the intention of Rias here, then you would literally need to edit this baby up, okay? To like validate those new fields and they search on the proper column in the database and they match properly and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's about it. Hope the video more or less helped to solve a very complex case of here of creating your own search custom search box and search behavior for a clone feature. Okay, thank you very much. Big hugs and bye.